So welcome back to BTide, and yep, the most consistent person on the Unreal Engine community has out. Oh, not like that's not correct. Unreal Engine posts one video every day. Anyways, let's leave that topic. But Perfect requested for a video on server selection, like PUBG, where you have Asia, North America, Middle East, and things like that, and you can choose a server where you want to play, and then you play there and in PlayFab and EOS. So now the only requirement of this video is you have to have that you will have to follow the PlayFab plus EOS video that we had posted, because there is what like all the logic has been made. Now the server selection logic will be made here, and yeah, you can now just continue watching. Thanks for watching and meet you in the next one. Nope, I'm not ending the video, but you can continue. Okay, so welcome back to the video and let's just get started. So one more thing before we start, I won't be showing the end result. I would be like working out everything. I will finish everything till end, but I won't be it on PlayFab because we have already done that in the EOS plus PlayFab video and you already know how to do everything. So if you have not watched that, just watch the ending of that video. You will know what is the preview of like how the system works. But we won't be doing in this. This is just to show out the method this system, and yeah, we will be doing everything, so don't worry. But just the uploading part on the PlayFab's website, that is the uploading of the build on the PlayFab's website, will not be done. So you will have to do it using that EOS plus PlayFab video or the dedicated server using PlayFab video. So the first thing that we need to do is, so this is the same project that is the EOS plus PlayFab, like it's done till there, and we have that login with EOS and things like that. So the first thing which we need to do is we need to add a button so that we can select. So then what we need to do is, then we need to go to the WBP main menu. So here what you need to do is now just search for combo box and drag the string here. We can just how is it this place, I don't remember. Let's just copy this up so that this does not depend upon the size, and reset this, and we just need the X value, and this can be just dragged below like this. The X value is not correct. Yeah, so this looks good. Now make the default value, just add all the options that you have. We will have Asia, North America, South America, Europe, Middle East, and any. And just make the selected option to be any one of these. I will make it Asia, and compile and save. So as you can see now, the default option comes out to be Asia, and now we can just select any of these, and as you have all those options, now the UI part you will have to like make it good. This is not what you would be going in the like putting it out in a game. And then make it, just go to this find session button and press on this, and in the Asia one, just on selection changed, just what you can do is just right click this and promote it to a variable and name this selected region, and the default should be Asia. Okay, now just let's make this default to be Asia and forget everything else. Yep bro, just forget. And now what we need to do is we will have to go to the find region, find session and join. Now let's go back to the game instance, and here make a new variable and name this region selection, and make it an f string, And also we do not need this enum. Just remove this. I don't know if this part is already in the video, but I made an enum, so that's not required. And then what we need to do is, when we have this, we will get the game instance reference, cast to it, and then set selected region selection to this selected icon, like this. And now where this is the place where we request servers. So we will have to go to our website, sorry, PlayFab, go to automation, revisions. So this is the function that we made for requesting the servers. Just copy it. I will show you like how to make it for Asia and North America. And now uh, in place of this request servers, make it request uh, Asia servers. And just let me just check one thing. Let's go to the multiplayer, new build, and add where is the region part. Is it not available? Okay, let me just make it two cores and two machines. Yeah, now we have the region, and I only have access to North Europe and East US region. Now you, if you want to like get access to more regions, you will have to request that, because this is a test account, so I won't have access to more sorry, different types of servers, but only to North Europe and East US. So in place of Asia, I will make it request Europe servers, and then second one is US servers. So we can just copy this again and request US servers. Now one more thing that we need to change is, here we have the preferred regions to East US, and here we will make it uh, North Europe. So the build ID would be the same build ID for both, because we can have multiple regions in the same build ID. And one more thing that we have to specifically check, if for instance, just for instance, I'm just saying, if a user has opted for a North Europe server, and but no server has been like found in North Europe, no server can be started, some sub specific reason, max number of servers reached, then it will move on to the East US or some other server. Now why is it? Because we have a preferred region section, and the preferred region is always like, it doesn't imply that this region will only return a server. If North Europe doesn't have a server, then it will move on to East US. So I hope that is clear. And now let's save this as revision 6. Now copy this, and here where we request the servers, we will have to make a select. Hmm. So what we can make it, we can just check if it is equal to case insensitive. If it is equal to Asia, so yeah, I know this would be a long method, but you will have to do this. So if the region selection is equal to Asia, then, oh sorry, if it is equal to Europe, where is the PlayFab website? Then we will request Europe servers. If it is not equal to Europe server, then we will have to again copy this, and in false, we will have to make a select string select. And if this is not equal to this, then the second part, what is the second option that we have? We have North America. If it is equal to North America, then we will request American servers, and it is in request US server. And if this is true, then make it this. Now if this is not true, oh sorry, if this is not true, then make a select again. If this is not true, So you can just again check if it is South America. So you can just make a loop and just check which region it is it, and then just pass the region name here. Now for instance, for now we don't need this, we can just remove it, because we only have access to North America and Europe server. So we can remove this, and in false for now I can just pass request servers, that is the first function, and compile and save. Now, one more thing that we need to do is, which is missing, is the region while searching a session. Now, this happens when the user does not find any session. But what if the user, like if the session is already created, it is already running, then what? Then we need to create a session with something like an attribute of what region the server is in. So here where we create the EOS session, as you can see, we pass the port info, like of what is the port configuration. So in the same way we will have to pass the region, and while finding sessions we will have to find the sessions depending upon the region. So let's do that. So let's go back to create EOS session, and here we will, as you can see, we have a setting to enter the port info. Why this line has gotten here, I don't know, but hopefully, yeah, this is correct. So we can just copy this line, and you can name this region info, and you again need to like pass in the region info. Now the region info should be passed on from the server itself. So for that, what we need to do is we need to go to EOS game instance, and in the create EOS session, you have to add a F string and name this region name, region, or maybe region info, and get back to, just copy this part, get to EOS game instance and just paste this here. And now we can just take the region info here, and done. So now the region info will be passed on to the server, but we have not still, like, we don't know how to get the region info here, so we need to pass in here. So let's close this for now and restart the project. We will have to make changes to the find also, so yeah bro, a lot of work, but yeah, we will do it, we will. Okay, let's open up the closed versions, and yeah, let's dismiss this. And now we can just directly here with the server region pass in the server regions, and we can get server region, and you have this gsdk get region name, just call this, and this will return the region that we are in. So you can now have a region area like where the server is located. Now what we need to do next is, after we have passed in the region, we need to add a new logic to the find, we have to add to the find one. So in the find logic, you can just copy this f string, and in the region name, find region, where is, oh sorry, in the find session and join, yeah, just add this, and go to the find session and join, and again add this. So now in the finding session also we will have a region name, region info. So now we need to add an attribute to search for the region itself. So we can go to session search, query settings dot search parameters, add. Oh, there is a small correction. We don't need this. We can directly add, we can directly set, and we can set, let's pass the f name, So f name is this region info, so we can just copy this region info here and then comma. Then we need the basically, uh, we have to make it text. Yeah. Then we need, let me just close this so that we have, yeah. Now the region info, and then we need to pass in the region that we are looking for. So we can just pass in the f string, that is the region info. And then we need to also like tell it that if you want the same region or some other, so we want it to be the same, so we will name this e online comparison operation and name this equals, and done. So now it will only find sessions which have the region info that you are looking for. And then again, if it doesn't find that, it will create a region. So sorry, if it will create a session for that region. So I believe that is it. Let's now oh, we need to do a little more job. So this is done. Let's close this and close our editor and rerun. Now again, we cannot directly test it locally because oops, find session function does not take zero arguments. Oh, in the matchmaking thing we have it, we can just commit it out because we are using dedicated server, so we are not using EOS matchmaking. And then you can just open this editor and go to your find session logic, which is in the main menu. In this section, please close, and we can go to this button and on pressed event, and we have this region info requirement here now, and this will be equal to this selected region. But again, remember, we cannot have that directly because the region info is like have spaces in it and we need to have it. So we can just copy this and paste it here, and in place of region selection we will have this, and just drag the region info here. Now because we are not running a cloud script function, we are running a region, like we are running an entity, so we can just remove other things, and we need to have the exact name of the regions that we have on the cloud scripts, like the east us. So copy this, so this will go in this true east us, and then we have north europe, so this will go in this north europe, and if nothing is found, then just north europe will be the default function. So that is it for this video. Now let me just explain a little bit of how things will work out, and so that you don't have any confusion. So user will basically select a region, and then they will have this, the option will be saved in this selected region option where the default is asia, although we don't have any asia server. Now this will be matched with like what has the user entered. For instance, if he has entered europe, then oops, we made it vice versa. Yeah. So if the user has entered North America, then we will have an East US server as the region info. Now, if a user has entered Europe, we will have North Europe as the default server. Now, for instance, after this is done, we will tell EOS to find sessions with this region info. Now, how does EOS know which region is it? Then here, when we create the dedicated server session, we pass in the region name here. So we just take the region name from GSDK and pass it on the create EOS session info, and that's why it's updated on the EOS website. Now, then we take the data, like when no session is found in that region, we just check what the region has the user selected, and we request servers in that region. And if no server is found, we will just have a server in the nearest region that we can. So that is it for this video, and I hope the explanation helped you a little bit. And yeah, like now you have a server selection. You can also go and just check. Let's check. Save selected. And now if we just log in with EOS firstly and select Asia or maybe Europe as the server location. And now if I press find session, so it says server not found and server request sent, and now it request Europe server. Now because we don't have any build for that and the build ID is not valid, it will say, and as you can see it requests for North Europe server. And in the same way, if I request for North America server and I say find region, find session, it should start finding sessions for the. Oops. Oh, okay. It's. Oh, okay. Sorry. I stopped it at that point, and as you can see, it's requesting normal servers. Now that is the region because that is the reason because we check for North America and we should have requested American servers. Is there a spelling mistake here? Find region, Asia. There's no spelling mistake. Let me just close and replay. Maybe I have pressed so many times and that's why. I will log in with the US. Logging in. Now I can select North America server and I can press find session. And yeah, it requests US server. So that works. So it's now requesting US server, and as you can see, the region preferred region is East US. So that is it for this video. This everything is working for now, and for now what, like, it's working perfectly. Like, I'm just happy that things work perfectly now. And yeah, consider hitting the subscribe button, liking the video, and you can like request more topics. Now I'm like pretty much consistent on YT, so you can request new topics, we will come up with them. And you can consider supporting us by pressing that join button or like coming to Patreon. Thank you.